On TikTok, a lot of persons have been talking about why are there so many single women? Why is there this disconnect between women and men? Like, there are only a few of us that are getting it right. When it comes to relationship, when it comes to parenting and all of that. And my scoop on it is that from the Bible time, God says that He hates divorce. And when you enter into a relationship or a covenant that is between you and God and your spouse, it is supposed to be forever. However, because of our sinful nature, stuff happens. And so that is why in the Bible we find that Moses then wrote a bill of divorcement so that people can separate themselves from persons that they were getting, um, losing that love for, and also disliking, and also to avoid persons hurting one another. And so, therefore, with the bill of divorcement, the mother normally took hold of the children, and the father will then just supply whatever the needs may be to help support the children, also the community. Now, in this life, we are basically doing the same thing, even though it's been hundreds and thousands of years later. But we find ourselves still dealing with the fact that we, as single parents, as single mothers, single fathers, we hold the brunt of taking care of the children, financially, emotionally, for their school needs, their health needs, their needs when it comes to providing food, clothes, and shelter. And it's very taxing. How do we avoid it? Could there be an avoidance? I would think that the first thing in avoiding becoming a single parent or persons not dealing with the situation is to not have the children. But if we don't have the children, then how does the community, how does this world continue to exist? If we do not get into relationships, like right now I find myself saying I need time alone, just a break from relationship, because coming out of a relationship that was, for the most part, I loved the person very much, we had good times together, but it just was not growing the way that I wanted it to go, the way that he wanted it to go, and we separated. In that, I had a daughter, and so I'm left to take care of her, alone as a single parent. And another thing that they're saying is women are becoming too manly or feminist. But it's not being a feminist, because I found that not only in my relationships, but in other persons that I come in contact with as females and males, this scenario goes as such. Women need to be respectful to men, but they're not saying that men need to be respectful to women. Then they say a woman needs to be humble and listen to her man, and that will help him to stay. But I notice even in my own relationships and stuff, when you become too humble, too respectful, they tend to think that that is a way to walk all over you and make you a doormat. And so, what do we then do as women when we're trying to be humble, trying to be submissive, trying to follow cues, but then they're doing things to harm us out of jealousy, maybe, out of the fact that they get an adrenaline rush to see us suffer, to see us cry, to see us need them even more? I don't know. But men, I think, need to come to a conclusion, and some men are, because I've seen it, that they come to this conclusion where they say to themselves, or they are brought up in a certain way where they treat women fairly. They respect them to the point that, hey, if I'm gaining respect, I need to respect my wife. If I want to be happy, I need to make her happy. If she is raising the children, then I should be able to raise the kids. If she can go and cook food for me after a long day's work, I can come home some days and cook. If she can clean, I can throw the trash. Some men are like that. But the majority of men there are out there that seems as though they feel as though um, women are just this insignificant creature or this person that they should treat just like I mean, I can't even say like a child because we may tell our children to go and clean up their room. We may tell our children to go and bathe, keep, you know, go and do their homework, but we're not bullying them around to say, well, okay, we don't hear their point of views. We don't appreciate them. We don't buy them clothes. We don't supply their needs, even though some do, but I'm just saying in a normal setting. So why is it then that men think that they cannot take care of the home, they can just bully their women around, they take preeminence over everything, she doesn't have a say, and if she has a say, she's being disrespectful? No, hun, it's not that way, because in the Bible we see that God even told Abraham to listen to his wife Sarah. Yes, a lot of people like to bring up the Delilah story and say, oh, that's how Samson killed himself. But there are many other women in the Bible that men listen to. Ruth, um, Naomi, Ruth listened to Naomi and went and slept on the side of Boaz. He got up the next morning and wanted to make her honorable. Mary, the mother of Jesus, was caught pregnant. The Holy Ghost came and appeared unto Joseph and said, listen to Mary and do not be afraid to take her as your wife. So here